my name is Ita from Talent Library, and I'm going to show you how to cut t-shirt yarn today. This came about because we had some workshops where we made these bowls, crochet bowls made out of t-shirt yarn, which we bought, but a lot of people said, well, we've been decluttering, we have t-shirts at home, we'd like to make our own yarn. Is that possible? And yes, it is. Now, of course, you can just cut it in strips and knot it all together, but there's a better way. So here's one I prepared earlier, and it's all in one big strip, so you can just keep crocheting, and then if you have another ball, you can just knot it together. Let me just show you how to cut it. So this is a t-shirt that someone doesn't want anymore, so I can cut it. To make it into yarn, we want it to be able to roll up in itself like this. So you can't actually use the logo because it's hard and it won't curl up, but that's all right, we have plenty left. First thing first, we cut off the edge because it won't curl up with all these seams. And you know, I'm all for having it rustic, so it can be a bit rough, but if you want to do it perfect, grab a ruler or a block where you can pin it. But I'm just showing you how it can be done, and then you can do it as neat as you like. So I'm not going to use the sleeves, but if you want to, you can cut them in strips as well. So cut this also as straight as possible. And then you have a nice rectangle to work with. These we don't need. There we go. So to make this into a nice long strip, there's a little trick. First we fold this over, but you leave a little bit there. See how I left a little bit there? Now I'm going to cut it in strips about 2.5 centimeters because that works best for me. And then you get a nice yarn like this, which is for me not too thick and not too thin. But it's, you know, your own preference. If it's too thin, I feel like it's not going to be strong enough. And if it's too thick, then it's going to be a little bit hard to work with. So, you know, 2.5 centimeters, something like that. So you just start cutting. And you cut just past that fold. You don't cut all the way through the second part. So see how I cut up to this, but not all the way through. So you just do that till you reach the end. Nearly there. So now you can cut them all, and if you go like this, you have these long strips. But now to make it into one strip, if you open it up, you see how it goes from one side to the other. So I'll try and cut it so you can actually see it. I'll put my hand through it so you can see what I'm doing. So you have to cut on the diagonal, this way or that way, it doesn't really matter which one, where you go. So the first one, you just cut, you know, to where you think it should go. But then, now it's easy, now you just follow. From here to that one there. Can you see that? Of course, if you're doing it at home, you can just put it down. I'm just doing it on my arm so you can see what I'm doing. Can't really go wrong once you've done the first one, unless you don't pay attention. So we're still going on the diagonal, from this way to that one. And then for this one, like at the start, you just, go to the end. Okay, so once you've done all your cutting, you have one humongous long line. But it doesn't look like yarn yet. So here's the trick. Have a bit of fun. You just pull it together and see how it curls up. So here it's just, you know, a long straight strip. But once we go like that, it turns into yarn. So this is just a strip of t-shirt. Now it's t-shirt yarn. It's like magic. And then you can just keep going till you're done. And you can use it any way you would like. You would use chunky yarn for crocheting, knitting, weaving, whatever. Now, if you want to put them together, I just knot them because I like it rustic, but I go twice over and then I'll go the other way and do it once over. And that way I feel it's secure, and you can just cut these little bits off and you can keep going. Ta-da! So this t-shirt yarn that we're making, you can actually buy this wherever you buy your yarn, but it's not always called t-shirt yarn. I've seen it under the name of spaghetti yarn, ribbon yarn, any other fancy name they can think of, but it's essentially t-shirt yarn. So make your own or buy some, whatever you like, and our next video will show you how to make one of these little things.